warning to China, saying that it will face harsh consequences if it helps Moscow evade the West-imposed sanctions. Now, this comes ahead of a crucial high-stakes meeting between United States National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and Chinese Communist Party's Politburo member Yang Jiechi. Our next report has all the details.
U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan warned Beijing that they would absolutely face consequences if it helped Moscow evade sweeping sanctions over the war in Ukraine. Sullivan's comments come as he is due to meet with China's top diplomat Yang Jiechi in Rome on Monday. In comments to CNN, Sullivan said that the United States believed China was aware that Russia was planning some action in Ukraine before the invasion took place, although Beijing may not have understood the full extent of what was planned. Now, according to Sullivan, Washington was watching closely to see to what extent Beijing provided economic or material support to Russia and would impose consequences if that occurred. He added, quote, "We will not allow that to go forward and allow there to be a lifeline to Russia from these economic sanctions from any country anywhere in the world." Meanwhile, Russia said on Sunday that it was counting on China to help it withstand the blow to its economy from Western sanctions. Western countries have imposed unprecedented sanctions on Russia's corporate and financial system since it invaded Ukraine on February 24th in what it calls a special military operation. Russia and China have tightened cooperation in recent times, as both have come under strong Western pressure over human rights and a raft of other issues. Beijing has not condemned Russia's attack on Ukraine and does not call it an invasion, but it has urged.
You see, the last time I spoke to y'all, I told you about China and Russia merging and becoming the Red Dragon. Now, these latest occurrences, you have Russia asking China for assistance and aid in their military campaign. Now, you have the USA, the military, the government of the Americans saying if China decides to aid Russia, they will apply sanctions to Russia. Now, this is the question. How can you put a sanction on a country that you owe money? And let's say America do go along with it and put sanctions on Russia. What's the backlash from that? The backlash would be the U.S. people and the U.S. economy going down the drain. Why? Because we are so dependent on China and China products and supplies. And we also are not necessarily dependent, but we have done big business with Russia and their oil. So when Americans see the pain at the pump, this is why. This is some of the backlash of war. And it's all a game, and it's all a scheme from the bankers, the central banks. When you find any war, you go find the bankers behind the scenes, making moves, making deals, loaning money, putting interest on money, applying fees, seizing money. Right now, the banks around the world got so much of Russia money that they holding as hostage until they let Ukraine go. But that's not going to happen. Why? Because the whole path, the whole play of this new stage of the new world order is to attack the economy. Right now, Russia money is less than an American penny. It's basically saying Russia money is worth nothing right now. And the American dollar is falling. It's not worth what it used to be worth. So now it still goes back to this one world currency that the elite, the global elite, is getting ready to put in place. You crash the US dollar, you crash the Russian dollar. What's left? The yen from China? Nah, the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency. That's not even the one world currency. That's just a new form of currency. The one world currency would be the exact same currency across the globe. Y'all must understand this. Because this war is based on changing reality and changing the norm. The pandemic was a war based on changing the norm. And the society that we live in helps promote this change. It's no secret that the people help push the machine. We help the machine go. So until we start sabotaging the machine or going against the machine or being the rage against the machine will carry on business as usual. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Like and subscribe. Peace.